with Akuma versus Orion, and this is still an interesting pick. I'm so used to seeing Wess on the Ulgrim. He challenged Koslix for the title of the Ulgrim of Brawlhalla for that Macho Man title, and now he's on the Orion.
I mean, still a Lance character, and Orion is a monster, man. Like, this character will terrorize you at all turns. The Sig Pack is dangerous, and when you're playing Lance like this, the beginning of the game could be the end of the game soon.
Yo, Wess is really trying to get these off-stage engagements. You can see the way he is flying around. He's going to take the first stock immediately. The N-Sig connects, and Power Ranger is hurting.
Man, they got that stock out of there with the swiftness. We didn't get to analyze a single thing. Took him right, left, and then over the top with a signature, and looking like he's starting it all over again. Power Ranger needs to figure something out quickly.
That's very interesting. Okay, so he's gone for this 3 times, right, where he gets the Sares, he goes for the Dares, or he'll go for the Chase Dodge Up Sare. And Power Ranger has been doing a good job mixing it up, not letting himself get caught out, but still, Wess is getting damage on the Power Ranger.
Definitely a lot of damage. I mean, this is the caliber of Lance you're talking about. He definitely went up head-to-head with Koslix, ended up losing the set, but was up 2-0, had the chance to close that bad boy out. And that's a big deal when we're talking about the person that's supposed to be the best Lance player.
And Wess is going to deny weapons. He's going to go over to the Spear now. Lots of potential to finish this one off. Down sig thrown out, but Power Ranger beats it out. He just doesn't get much off of it. It's just a sidelight.
I mean, at this point, I understand. You're scared. You make the wrong play or you overcommit on anything, you don't even make a play, and he's coming to talk to you.
Don't start off South America with a 3 stock. That would be rough. Wess, I mean, he's got 3 stocks still, and he's going to get the double downlight into the side air.
All right, I have an important question for you real quick.
What's up?
How you feeling about that pick, man?
Well, you know. We all live with regrets. He's going to get the side air. He's going to deny the 3 stock, and he's going to get his pick of weapons. It's going to be the gauntlets.
All right, gonna go with these gauntlets and dance around a little bit, swing and a miss, swing and a miss. Now you have to fight the Spear. Spear versus gauntlets, I don't know, man. Even though I think that the gauntlets are the best weapon, it's still going to have to struggle in this matchup in my eyes.
I think Spear is honestly a really good answer to gauntlets, especially like Spear Nair, just the extra range you get with Endlight. Downlight's a fantastic punish tool because a lot of things on the gauntlets will put him in the air. Downsig launches Power Ranger in the Sare, gives Wess game number 1.
My goodness. That was a clinic. He didn't have any patience for him, man. He took him to the clinic. That's what that was. All right. So let's look at this. Let's take a peek here. Boom, just went over to talk to him with the side signature. Down signature gonna. Well, this one didn't KO. He just went over, stepped off, came back, and saved. Yeah, that was good stuff. That was good stuff.
That's such an interesting decision from Wess to go off stage and do that dodge back. All of that was just to bait out the dodge from Power Ranger.
Exactly.
Just take away tools from Power Ranger. So at the end of it, he's like, well, now you have no choice but to eat this side air and give me that game.
Influencing the direction of the stage recovery. And here we go. Let's see if we can get a better start out of Power Ranger. Last time we saw what happened. It was front, back, side to side, and got sent out quickly.
Well, so far he's not visiting all sides of the stage just yet. He's not getting drug around, but still, he's not getting the most damage. It's just a couple of end lights onto Wess, although as long as he's not getting hit for it, I guess, you know, good safe damage is better than no damage.
Yeah, I know that's right. I'll take the little tip for tat, just the little touches here and there. It's a lot better than just getting drug around. And now you have to... Wow, what a recovery. What a way to play that edge and not get ground pounded by the gauntlets, but still playing it well. Power Ranger... you know, just more committed with light attacks. I think that was the answer. It was good coverage to use that down signature, but you could have went over there and caused a little bit more havoc.
Yo, but he's going to get that recovery. Wess gets disarmed. This is a great opportunity for Power Ranger. Doesn't go in for the downlight instead. Gonna let Wess land, and he gets the down sig. Wess going for the Sare again. No, waits for it. No dodge from Power Ranger.
Man, I've been seeing a lot over the past 2 weeks. People are just getting down to 2 exclamation marks and getting up for free, man.
Dude, that's one thing, like, we were watching with Remy, like, we sit in the side room and watch these matches, and Remy's like, why are people letting other people get away with 3 exclamation points? Like,
I don't get it.
You're running out of tools. A downlight side air. Good positioning from Power Ranger to outspace it and punish. But, man, some people are getting away with a lot.
Yeah, definitely getting away with a lot. I mean, that's you going down in the lead, Wess losing the lead to allowing that to happen. Power Ranger gets the first stock, got the gauntlet still, going up against the Spear. Just one good hit, boom, finally gets the recovery, and that will be the stock of Power Ranger.
And he's going to juggle. He's going to be sticking with the spear. Interesting. Wess, again, known for his lance play. A little bit surprised to see him not try to start off with the lance early on, but again, spear's a great tool in the matchup, so I can't blame him too much for it.
Great tool in the matchup, and I mean, obviously just a strong weapon in general. But what was it? I don't remember who it was I was talking to, but they mentioned that this region plays a lot more spear than any other region. So maybe he's just really, really comfortable with the weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely worth noting that this region has quite a few people who are willing to pick up that spear, and it's not just like the Wushang mains out there.
Exactly, exactly. It's something weird, man. I hate fighting Orion. I actually hate seeing the character whenever I'm playing, but in tournament, it's so cool to see this character go in.
I mean, weirdly enough, like, well, despite all of the memes about Orion, you don't see him in competitive that much. He is still kind of a niche pick. Lance, you don't see that often. When you do, it's usually the Ulgrim. But clearly, Wess wanting the Orion, he wants that spear, he wants that Sig kit. You saw that N-Sig in Game 1 be very effective. Right now, Power Ranger needs a Sig to finish off the stock of Wess.
And needs a Sig, another recovery with the gauntlets will do it. Ooh, you had it!
Okay,
there it goes,
okay.
there it goes. Went for the true confirm. Didn't think it was the right time to burn it on the first touch.
Yeah, I mean, you and I both saw, like, they had the movement, he saw the dodge down, but he didn't throw out the recovery. But you know what? He still waited, and he still had that dodge on cooldown, so he was able to pick up that recovery just a little delayed.
Mm-hmm. All right, Wess is down this time. Much better game from Power Ranger. Nice. Welcome to the Bates Motel. Baited the dodge and went up and almost got the stock. Not enough. Hasn't really gotten hit, so it's still looking great.
Yeah, I mean, that was almost an equalizer. The ground pound almost does it. Power Ranger gets disarmed. Great recognition. Ooh. Stars came out, but he's going to survive. He's still not getting any extra credit, though, on this final stock of Wess.
I thought he had that, man. That was a good dodge from Power Ranger because that recovery would have did it. Got that one. TK was calling that the Wess special. You slide off the side of the stage at MSI. You slide off the side, and then you pop that recovery and come back up. That's the Wess special.
I mean, Power Ranger was definitely not ready for it, which is a bit surprising because they're longtime 2v2 teammates. They play against each other, I gotta believe, fairly often, and yet still Wess kind of pulling out those secret strats.
All right.
No punish.
It looks like Power Rangers just being a little bit more chill than at the beginning of this game. Maybe trying to be a little too cautious about the moments that you choose. Power Ranger not getting any touches. There we go. Wess going for the gusto.
Oh, the patience from Power Ranger. Picks up the N-Sig. Still not enough, though. Wess holding on. Did get disarmed by the N-Sig. Now Power Ranger going to push that advantage. Downlight recovery. Finally, Power Ranger gets himself on the board. One apiece.
One apiece, one apiece. That's good stuff from both players. We saw a clinic in the first game from Wess, and Power Ranger answered back. I like it. Strong.
Had to scrap for it, though. That was definitely not a convincing finish from Power Ranger. I mean, like, in those final moments, was a little bit nervous there. Wess with the lance in hand can be very scary.
Agreed, agreed. But when you're hitting your sword combinations like that to close out games, you don't have to be that worried. You know you've got it in your bag. You know you can get rid of stocks. And I guess that's why we saw so much patience at the end of the game from Power Ranger.
It was such a good edge guard, too. Like, Wess threw out so many things expecting, you know, like the side sig over the corner, the dash jump, ground pound, everything. And Power was like, I'm going to sit here, and when you come up, I'm going to hit you with the N-Sig, and then we'll figure out the rest from there. All right, now we're here in game number 3. Scrapping again, both of them trading blows for blows.
Blows for blows, moving around toe to toe. They are boxing, my man. Here we go. Got the lance trying to figure out what to do with it. It seems like the lance can't get started anymore. The spear was doing much better last game, and Power Rangers figured it out. Like, okay, you're gonna try to challenge me at these heights. You're gonna try to hit me with these jump neutral side airs, and I'm not going for any of it. There it is, and the weapon switch is perfect. The setup into it, come on now.
That was great from Wess. Unfortunately, he did burn a lot of movement. You saw after that recovery, he was already sweat beads, and so he couldn't maintain that pressure. Power Ranger had the dodge, but he didn't go for the second side light.
Doesn't challenge on the edge. I get it. It's the recovery of the spear, right? Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to deal with that.
Or, I mean, I think many a player has eaten an N-Sig from an Orion off stage. So he's got to respect that a little bit.
You're right. You're right. That's definitely a threat. What a low recovery weapon toss up. You know, Wess does that a lot. Keeps it safe, and he's playing. I get it.
Not the stock, though.
I figured it out.
High ceiling. What'd you figure out?
Wess is playing Orion. Nice. Nice. Wess is playing Orion not only because his spear is strong and because he's got the lance in hand, but he always uses that recovery to get back on stage. Use the weapon toss up into whatever he wants to do to get back on stage, and both of those are the broadest weapons in the game. It helps him out.
I mean, it's definitely a Lance player trait to go for those up tosses to secure wall touches. And so, kind of like you said, Lance and Spear both have similar hitboxes on that up toss.
That's good stuff, good stuff. All right. A little bit of analytics. I'm probably wrong, but still.
You were so right, and chat's giving you all the credit for it. They're like, man, Zip knew 100%.
All right, the sword from Power Ranger has been looking so good ever since game number 2. Nice, keeping them at bay, using the nooch, controlling it.
Oh.
Look at this, racking up damage.
He is just picking apart Wess right now. This sword, like you said, just complete control. Wess really not getting any opportunities to play that Lance game after game number 2. The sword not going to land. Oh, good spot dodge from Wess. He'll hold on for a little bit here.
That dodge was so necessary because your stock was for sure gone if you got hit by that.
Caught the landing.
All right, poking away, punished for swinging out. You weren't going to get that hit. I mean, you had to try something, right? But wrong option. And Power Ranger really chilling out, trying to find the right moments. There it is. Everyth's a punish. Power Ranger doesn't want to initiate anything. Power Ranger wants to punish everything, and I think Wess needs to recognize and stop whiffing stuff.
Oh,
nice!
Doesn't whiff that one. 2 recoveries, and Wess evens it up. But you're 100% right. Power Ranger has been baiting out actions from Wess. Like, he's been going in and just kind of floating around Wess, hoping that Wess will pull the trigger, throw out an attack, and then Power Ranger goes in, punishes the whiffed end lights and things like that. And Sig misses. Power Ranger not able to punish this time, though.
I wasn't able to get it. That gravity cancel side sig that Power Ranger just did was crazy. If that would have hit, I know that was a moment we all get to pop off.
Oh, getting the 2-piece. Power Ranger getting that damage built up. Wess eats a side air offstage opportunity, but he's got to respect the end sig. No, he doesn't. Wess in trouble. Still gets the wall touch, but a side sig from Power Ranger gives him game number 3.
What a turnaround. I was trying to make fun of you a little bit for your pick after the first game, and now it's looking like I got to zip my lips, man. I can't. I need to cut it out.
Is that where the zip comes from?
I mean, there's a lot of moments where I shut myself up. So I don't know. That could be a double entendre, I guess.
Yo, it's okay, though, because the feet are not in the mouth just yet. Wess gonna make the swap now to the Wushang. Full respect to this. The Lance wasn't working in the last one. It was all about the spear, and Wushang's got a killer spear.
Definitely has a killer spear, but, I mean, you're losing the Lance. Well, I mean, it makes sense because the Lance wasn't doing much. So now you have the luxury of the gauntlets in hand and the Sig pack from Wushang. Come on now. That's one of the best.
Those side sigs can be dangerous. Those end sigs can be dangerous on both weapons. Power Ranger double down light. He's got it on his own, and he's got the gauntlets. Misses the ground pound, though, so the pressure will be relieved from Wess.
Power Ranger definitely set his morphin time and put the suit on because this is ridiculous.
Caught the dodge.
Okay.
Oh. So that's theirs? No, not anymore. Wess gonna take the first stock.
You got sigged up right there. That was, what, 3 back-to-back?
He's like, oh, y'all talking about some Wushang sigs. Okay, let me show you the Wushang sigs.
He played some beautiful music. You know, the gong. That's some good stuff.
The tones on it. The side sig from Power Ranger as well evens that one up immediately. What's the weapon of choice? Definitely going to be the sword.
Oh, yeah, sword's been the answer this whole time. Look at that. Putting together damage quickly every single time.
Keeping it going. Staying a little back. Oh, the mind games. Power Ranger was doing these B-hops. Wess was like, I'm going to call it out with the end sig, and Power Ranger stays grounded that time. And Wess going to fall. Massive lead for Power Ranger.
Every time Power Ranger gets a hit with this sword, it turns into at least 3, at minimum.
Oh, my goodness. Power Ranger with so much control here. Good spot dodge, avoids the dare. Another spot dodge from Power Ranger. Wess. He's trying to find his footing here, but Power Ranger, he's like putting these hitboxes out to control space and also punishing, but Wess does get the end sig.
Wess went for a ground pound on the side. I mean, that's something big you need, but I don't know. Don't look for the KO yet. Let's try to rack up some damage. I think you got to start turning into the baiter, right? It's time to debate. Oh, no.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Side air from Wess. Lots of sweat beads being put out.
Yes.
That means a lot of options being taken away, but Power Ranger survives it. Damage being done. Adding it up, getting that extra credit onto Wess, but Wess is evening this up if he can get the stock.
If he can get the stock, I can't believe that recovery right there didn't KO. That was like midway through the air. Still didn't work. That one works. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, but you saw how high up they were?
Yeah, they were very high, but that's a high ceiling on Demon Island, so you'll definitely see those vertical KOs take a little bit longer sometimes. That's going to be a punish from Power Ranger, but just a sideline.
Okay, here we go. The spear working, putting in overtime.
Didn't panic jump, didn't eat the end sig. Would have been fatal for Power Ranger, but he's got to be careful. Damage being done from Wess. Side sig misses.
Nice spot dodge from Power Ranger.
Oh,
okay.
That's a punish. No. Just gets one hit.
Couldn't commit because, that's happened too many times. Power Ranger's got to recover to the stage a little bit better than that.
Yo, but the Sayers, Power Ranger has the stage control. The weapon toss, Wess survives.
I cannot believe he made it back. I thought that was the end of the game, but I'll show you. And he had the ball on him real quick after landing that blow.
Where's Sparky's face? Because I want to see the egg on it. 3-1 in favor of Power Ranger. You asked me a question earlier about my picks. I'm feeling pretty good.
What did I say?
I gotta say I'm feeling pretty good. You said you're going to take Wess out of the bag and put him in the winner's spot. Well,
oh, no. You even remember that?
Yeah,
oh,
dude,
no.
I keep track. I pay attention in conversations.
Oh yeah, I was more than wrong. You know what I mean?
It's okay. You know what? It takes a mature person to admit when they're wrong, and it happens. I've been more than wrong many a time. But Power Ranger is right in the winners final. Guaranteed top 3 finish for Power Ranger.
Yeah, that's a beautiful look. That's what you want to see when you come into a bracket like this. You don't want to fall down to that lower side too early.